social media and blogs can be fake. This is not an out-of-the-world question, as it happens very frequently, for instance in the fashion sector, that fashion bloggers support brands through pictures, through articles, through messages on social media. And the doubt arises whether they got any kind of a financial contribution or contribution of any other kind because of that comment. This is happening also in the sports sector, and the case involving Rooney in Nike is on the press, has been on the press for a long time. Now, the problem arises in terms of transparency. What kind of obligations are on these popular individuals in terms of transparency and disclosure of the contribution that they got for that comment? Can anyone support a brand on the press through a tweet, through a Facebook post, without disclosing the reason why they've been doing that? The issue is around the transparency, as I said, and whether this kind of conduct can trigger a misleading advertising or more an unfair commercial practice, because the audience might assume that that was just a spontaneous comment, while on the contrary, if the financial purpose of that comment is not clearly recognizable, then that kind of activity might be considered misleading. And in countries like Italy, where the consequence of a potential breach of unfair commercial practices is not just the obligation to remove that tweet, their blog post, those pictures, but there are sanctions up to 5 million euros. The issue is around the type of legal notices, the type of codes. For instance, on Twitter, you have just 140 characters. How can you put all the information necessary to disclose the financial purpose of that comment in a tweet? So we are in a transitional phase, and what I would expect is that in the long term, both public authorities and self-regulatory entities will introduce some rules on how to disclose to the public the reason of the different comments, where they're not just spontaneous opinions by those that publish them.